boys on over. Bring your, since I'm a practice team, bring them Dallas boys over, because when I beat you, I don't want you to say, okay. Hey, Clip, tell Ash the broadcast is up. Let me know if you see it. Okay. But you being disrespectful to me, like I ain't got no skills. I know I ain't the best in this lobby, but I sure as hell know I got a couple wins on a couple of y'all. Only a couple.
EA Sports coverage
only got one on you?
Brings us
you
to
know
First
you lying.
Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Good. 180. Sit back.
Mayfield on first down. That's caught over the middle by Seals Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards in the game's opening play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
I'm here.
For an easy completion and a first down.
The talking is over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Oh, okay. You can work that out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Rivers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action now. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Step run 80. Block 15. Go.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike by two.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down.
180. King.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
57 to Mike.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Henry's got it out on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing, Rivers.
Let it go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for our Browns. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
'58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 58, right over there. Regular. Right there. Got it.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Forced out to his left.
Oh, how you missed him?
And he will.
How
the
did
decision
you
to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete.
Yeah, gave him a little push.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Throwing, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, shit.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. Loaded.
Rivers to throw it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
They remember, she said, leave it alone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 yards, good enough for first. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hey, Delta!
3rd and goal for Rivers. Looks the fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is no good.
Oh,
he missed it.
Right.
And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And an alley to run.
Oh, yeah. We out. Oh, yeah. We are out of here.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 77 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
From the gun, Rivers.
That's what he called me. He called me practice. He called me practice.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mayfield down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it.
Seriously?
Brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 34-yard
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pistol. Point it right.
They run again on first down. Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
390. Double dog. That's the way.
Running on first down, Eckler. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll try to throw here. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Go out of bounds.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it.
And I ran it.
Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy. Man. Would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he're going to be taken in by the tight end to Jimmy. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mayfield. And he
Come on, 58. Run.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
It's all right, though.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Come on, let's ride.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Eckler. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Rivers.
Good, hold on to it, baby. Let's go.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Hold on, JB. You leaving, baby? All right, I'm back, JB. You ready? JB. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm back.
Like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, Rivers.
Are you kidding me? Y'all gonna make him jump up?
Picked off by Demarius Randall.
And that dive?
His guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Shut up, JB.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Real. Push him back. Hey, box truck.
No. My bad, man. A lot of stuff been going on.
Here's Mayfield.
Hold on a second.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Yeah.
And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football.
No, okay, so here's the deal. The reason why I haven't really been talking about it the past couple of days.
No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation,
leave it on the chair. I get it.
Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
You know, I had found out after, when I lost my job. So
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
We are going overtime. I'll spike this so I can stop the doggone play. But that's the thing. She was fine. I don't know what happened.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is
like I said, it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, it's been one bad thing after another in my view, because like I said, I lost my job. Finally, I was pregnant when I lost my job.
Then, seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I were going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. I honestly almost lost my wheel. We'll continue in the extra period.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
And that's what I was trying to tell Cliff and 30 and them, but they not.
Fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
And that's what I've been trying to do, because even she's actually, not to tell me,
put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Chubb.
Like I said,
get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And that's how I want to be. I want to be able to be like, you know, I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Not to get away from family, but to be, you know, to be able to enjoy
going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
58, right over there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And trust me, I am not trying to limit myself not one bit. And that's why I've been trying to stay strong for not
now
only
with
for
the play
me,
clock about to
but
expire,
for her
we get
as
a
well.
whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Browns send out their punter now.
Well, I mean, it's easy said than done. It's easy said than done because it does hurt a lot for having one after another bad news.
On the return, it's King. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
What can Rivers do in the OT? And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
I'll feed these kids in about the next hour. Some vittles. It's some vittles.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Word. We'll get you donut hole.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 52. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike 52. 52. Mike 52.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Cut.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
I was about to say, somebody don't hit his ass. This shit Bosa.
Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most
I gotta
about
try
playing
it
with
because
guys
I
who knew how
downloaded
to
it
rush the
yesterday.
passer, they would just
Like
tell you,
30-something
just cover
gigs.
people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's good, because you don't need no interception.
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Rivers on 1st down.
Get out of here.
Intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45.
Get out of here.
So
the time that you now all of a sudden want to play that man in the zone.
For whatever
Good
reason,
night.
Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that
all
leads
of a
to
sudden
errors.
you want to play in the
out there
zone.
for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the OT clock hit 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Yeah, you thought this shit was going to be easy? Get the fuck up out of here.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down.
Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah, yeah. Get it up out his hand, coach.
The football back in excellent field position.
All right.
Round 80. 53. Mike. Here we go.
You right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. Oh! Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the Chargers punter now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Damn. Oh, I wanted to get you back on the 3.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there in overtime, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They run, Chubb, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able
whatever,
to
dude. You got lucky. That's all it was. You got lucky.
Good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the...
All right.